Drought, always a concern in summertime, and we don't know at this point. There's no way of telling in advance where the severe drought may turn up this summer, but we can look, now that it's getting on in April, at least at where it is right now. And where it is right now is in the southern plains. This area has been dry all winter and all spring, specifically Oklahoma, the Texas Panhandle, and southern Kansas. A lot of this is winter wheat country, and it's very, very dry as we go into the spring season. Once it gets into midsummer, drought in the southern plains doesn't really matter that much in terms of agriculture. It probably matters greatly to the reservoirs and the people who live down here, but it is something to keep an eye on. For the rest of the agricultural regions of the country, California, of course, all the hundreds of different kinds of strange crops that are grown in California, they're in the best shape they've been in several years. Most of the northern plains and upper Midwest is looking good right now. Actually, it's a little dry over some parts of North and South Dakota, but it's also early in April. And most of the spring moisture in the northern plains happens in the second half of spring, late April and May, when snow turns to rain usually. And so it's really of no major concern right now. So things are looking pretty good out there. Weather pattern for the time being, we're cool this weekend in the northern plains. The jet has gone rather southerly once again. It'll stay cool early part of this week before the weather rebounds just again. Warm weather will start building up by the middle of the week and punch back up into the northern plains again by next weekend. May not stay that long though. As we go through next week, looks like it'll crash once again with another round of cool weather into the northern plains after the weekend begins. And as we go on through that April 16th to 22nd period, we go cool midweek and then probably warm up again. It's a very bouncy up and down weather pattern right now. This weekend, somewhere in the northern plains, rain and snow, probably more of a wet snow here and there. That weather system goes east. Another system builds into the Rockies. There'll be another round of storms through the Midwest and South with severe weather, but probably disappointing rain. This mountain system may move out as some wet weather late in the week, but it wouldn't be until then, probably toward the weekend, when there would be a possibility of, again, rain or maybe some wet snow into the northern plains before that shifts on to the east. And one more system builds into the Pacific Northwest. And as we go through the mid part of April, we'll see where that one goes. I think the plains will start to dry out at that point. So here's what we're looking at. The ups and downs of April are finally to manifest. That is to say, for much of the second half of March, northern plains, upper Midwest weather was pretty stable. Now it's up and down. We get a few days that are very warm and a few days that are much cooler. Those transitions provide opportunities for moisture into the northern plains, which usually we start getting more in April. And the warming trend, despite a cool snap, will get warmer and warmer gradually.